All right, here we are. Good morning. It's a good wet t-shirt Wednesday morning. I think it's today Wednesday. I don't even know what fucking day it is, but anyhow, the first knife build. So I, of course, in the earlier video I stated that I abandoned the file knife build because I realized it had a spine that's an eighth inch, and I wanted to build a copy of the Strider MFS. My first Strider, it was a MFS, stands for the model is MFS. I was doing a copy. It's not it's not a copy because this one's going to be 3/4 of an inch longer. The handle's a little longer because I just I made a template of the original Strider MFS template, and it was eight. I think it's 8 and 1/8 inch long overall. No, it's like 8 inches overall somewhere in there, and the blade is like 4 and 1/8 inch long, and then there's the handle for the remainder of the 8 inches. And the handle was it's too small for me to if I'm building a damn knife, it might as well fit me. I'm gonna start building these. They're not too bad to build so far. The heat treatment is the only thing I'm nervous about. I haven't done yet. Everything else, I'm confident. I was kind of nervous about the setting the angle to the blank because it's a blank until you, as far as I'm concerned, it's a piece of steel. Then you cut out the shape of the knife. Then it's a blank, and it stays a blank until you're refining the edges and really cleaning up your radius wherever there's a radius, and it's a blank until you set the angle on the blade, and that's that primary angle to the blade. Then you sharpen, put an edge to it. I put somewhat of an edge to it last night just because to see what, and before heat treatment, I mean, yeah, it's sharp as shit, but it'll never hold an edge without the heat treatment. I finished it. I got this part done. The paracord is way extra long. Usually I'll end it right there. Got a lanyard for your wrist for hopping around the jungle and desert and doing whatever you got to do to survive. This isn't really a killing knife. I mean, you could fucking defend yourself easily with this knife. It's not really designed for killing. This is a bushcraft knife. This is designed to, if you got dropped anywhere on Earth, you had one item with you. What would you bring? I would bring a good knife. And it helps to have a very, very tough son of a bitch, which this is 1/4 inch 5160 steel. Toughness shouldn't be an issue. I guess let's see. I got the paracord's way extra long because this is coming off because it's for heat treatment. I just wanted to put this on last night just to check it out. It's the first time I've double paracorded. I was dicking around with the polycarbonate plastic knives, and then I told myself, "Whoa, this isn't so bad." So I'm like, I need to make a real knife and order some steel. So I ordered some Amazon, so two bar stock 1/4 inch steel 5160, 2 inches by 12 inch bars. I got 2 bars for like $30 off of Amazon, and I didn't think that was bad. And then I thought I was just gonna. I didn't know what the hell I was getting. I'm kind of new at. Well, I'm brand new at knife making. I'm not new at working metal and working file at all. I took machine shop in 10th grade or ninth grade and learned how to use a file, and I'm really thankful for that. That one of the very few classes I showed up in high school until I finally, I think halfway through 10th grade, I told the high school to go fuck themselves because I don't do well with this society, this jack off fucking society we've been stuck in since 1913 Federal Reserve Act, and people turn into fucking pussies in this country. But that's a whole another story. So here we go. I guess I don't think there's anything else I got here other than the reveal. Oh, first, one more thing. When I set the angle on the blade, this is the step before actually putting an sharp edge on the edge. At first I was kind of disappointed, but I mean, fuck, I'm freehanding it with a goddamn stone wheel, all right? So it's not like your fucking manufactured knives. Everything's just fucking perfectly straight edges here and there. At first I didn't like that, but last night, especially after getting the fucking paracord put on, it just started looking gorgeous. The paracord just pops it. I don't know what the fucking paracord does to these knives. It just just looks primal and just fucking badass. Very, very Spartan. Very simple. It's a hunk of steel and a paracord. That's all there is here. And that's all, it's just bare bones Spartan. There's no fucking ivory handle or, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love a good deer antler handle, a fucking hickory, cherry wood handle. They're all beautiful. I mean, there's knife craftsmen out there. There's just, this is my first build. Who the fuck am I? So, let's see. Was there any else? Oh, shit. So, yeah. So it doesn't have I'll show you in a minute. It doesn't have the very perfectly straight edge like the manufactured knives or shop knives. And at first I didn't like it, but when I put the paracord on last night, I thought, I actually like the imperfections that you'll see in a minute. And I was going to try to fix them. I did try to fix them a little bit with the sanding wheel, which I did. It kind of cleaned up really good. But I started thinking about it. I'm going to just freehand it. I was going to get a jig and make straight lines, but I'm going to make this fucker primal, man. That's going to be the whole hook of my knives. And I changed the model name because it's not really a Strider MFS because there's certain variations in this blade, especially the length. And, I'm not getting the exact shape of the Strider MFS drop point blade, so I'm going too long. So it is what it is. It's going to look handmade. It's going to look fucking primal. And here we go. Again, this is a Bushcraft knife. There's nothing fancy or pretty about it. It is literally a working tool. I still need to put 6. Actually, I started one here. You can see one on one side right there. So I'm going to have to put 6, 1, 2, 3, 6 right there for the thumb, thumb traction, whatever, and then 4 here. And I think they look good. It makes them. I'll do another video when I get those put on. It just makes but it's not about looks. It's about function. This thing is simply a tool. That's it. And you see, and the other side's not going to match it, of course. So I'm freehanding this on the fucking stone wheel. Never did this before. I actually am getting the English on it now, as far as how you hold the blade and the angle and your, on the wheel. So my next build, it's probably I'm gonna get better. So this isn't perfect. It's not perfect. There's not a perfectly angled straight here, but this is freehand shit here. That actually doesn't look bad for freehand. I didn't want to take it up that high, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I kind of wanted to leave some of this original a little lower. I think that would have looked tits right there. But I don't. It's not. This isn't a fucking fashion show. This is a working tool. This thing I'd probably dig fucking trenches with this thing. It's just the design. And again, I double corded this. I've never double corded this, and I've been wanting to, but I was too lazy. I wasn't sure how yet, but I figured it out last night, and it's fucking gorgeous as it's double coil, and you can't see any of the handle through it, which kind of looks janky. So there's 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. Just every good woman has 3 holes. So I started here through this hole, anchored it through the hole, come around, but to this hole. Oh wait! No, I'm sorry. I started at this hole. There's 3 holes. There's the last one here, lanyard hole. I started at this hole, anchored in, come around, and then went through this, anchored in this hole, did the same thing at what I didn't. You can't go back through the hole again. You can only get. I only have big enough holes. I only have big enough holes to get 2 runs of paracord through. I don't need big fucking holes. But I don't know. I might. Gosh, I was thinking about skeletizing some of this. I don't know. I might drill a couple more extra holes in here. I don't know. It's balanced right now. It's a little heavy. I'm not sure if I want to pack around. I might lighten it, and then when I do that, it's balanced right now. So when I lighten this, I'm gonna have to take something off of here somewhere here to balance it out. Maybe, I don't know. It does have paracord. Anyhow, yeah. So I came back. I started here, boom, and I'm back. And instead of going through another hole to anchor, I just went underneath a couple of these to anchor in underneath, these here, and then out the lanyard side, double knot for your wrist lanyard. I'm pretty damn happy with this. I was wondering if I was going to just have to scrap this thing. I almost had to scrap this in the very beginning, which would have cost me $15 in bar stock. No, actually, no, I would have still made a knife out of it. I would have just made another hole. I fucked up over here in this corner. See how goddamn close I got that hole to the fucking edge? That's just fucked up. But because it's 1/4 inch steel, 1/4 inch 5160, and there is about probably 3/32 of an inch from the edge to the OD of that hole. Or I'm sorry, the ID of that hole. It's about 3/32 of an inch, which is pushing it. 16th of, I don't know if 16 inch. Yeah. Is that 1/8 inch? Nah, that's about, it's about 3/32 of an inch. It's just under an 1/8 inch, I think. It's over a 16 inch. From the ID of that hole to the edge right there. And that's pushing it. But, it's, to be honest, if it broke open there, I think the tension would, the knots ain't gonna get through. It's not gonna fall out. And with this, as long as you got tension here, it's gonna stay. That'd be actually kind of cool. Just maybe I should open that up right there and make a little bottle opener. Pretty damn happy with it so far. It's gonna look way better once the thumb traction gets put in. I watched a video recently on these things. I didn't know what the hell the thing was up here, and some YouTuber said it's for doing this. So if you're stabbing, like opening a fucking coconut or something, because we don't believe in violence at High Desert Research, and it goes here. But I'm like, I like that too. And then you got another stop, because there's no handguard on this. This is simple shit. Because a handguard, well, you could put on a handguard, but you got this here. So if you're like cutting up with stabbing a fucking cantaloupe or something, you got this and this to stop you. Okay? Because when Jim Bowie had a bear on top of him and he's about to get his fucking face eaten off, you've heard of Bowie knives. The cowboy told me the story. He goes, Jim Bowie had a bear on top of him, and he took his knife out and he went to stick the bear in the side, and his hand slid forward and he cut his hand. So he's not only getting his ass kicked by a bear, he cut his hand. And the way the cowboy told the story, he goes, Jim Bowie goes, oh, we have a problem here. And that's when he came up with the idea to invent the handguard. I don't know if it's a true story. It's a funny story. Because he's, you got a bear on top of you and he's getting ready to eat your balls. And you're going, oh, and you're Jim Bowie, and you're going, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna install a handguard on what he's getting fucking mauled by a bear, or fighting a bear off. Very bare bones, very Spartan. I'm pretty happy with it. Tell me what you think. It's fucking heavy though too. I'm gonna weigh it when I go in to work. See how much it weighs in its current state. It's a little. I mean, it's gonna be a tough son of a bitch. I might be able to chop skinny rounds of firewood with this, baton it. You know what I mean? This would be a great baton knife. This is a Bushcraft knife, is what it is. It's fucking sharp as fuck too. Usually you don't put it. You usually don't set this angle before you heat treat it. I don't think, according to YouTube videos. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I might have fucked up. I don't know. I might find out that you're not supposed to heat treat them when you set that angle. That's what I meant. And then the edge. There's really not much. I never knew how it was that easy to build a basic knife. I'm not no fucking expert, but and it's balanced. It's a little fucked up because there's a knot right here, so it teeters on that knot for the paracord. That file knife, I forgot all about balancing because I'm an idiot. And I showed it to this dude that came over, and first thing he did was sit on his finger. Is it balanced? And I go, oh, that's right, which ain't hard to do. You just drill a few holes. Yeah, right there. That knot is there. That's my excuse anyway. Is why it's kind of funky. There we go. So that motherfucker's balanced. And the dude bounced on it. It was balanced. I didn't mean to balance the file knife. This one I was kind of paying attention a little. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Look at me, fucking Chinese circus, baby.